Black is back. Hello from the hole. So, we are born to die. Pretty much, yeah. What can I say that I hadn't said before, guys? I mean, you know, you can literally strive and try your ass off to do well in life. And things can still go to fucking crap anyway. It's just, it's just the way it is, guys. I mean, this world doesn't give a fuck if you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you try your ass off to make things right. Doesn't care. All you gotta do is screw up once and this world will never forgive you for it. It puts all stress up your ass as much as it can, and then you do everything you can to take care of it well, and then it just doesn't happen, right? And then, you get a few good points. You get a few good moments where it's like, yeah, I think everything's going to work out. Things seem to be going my way now. And then it just goes to fucking crap all over again, right? That's just how things work in this world. That's the way it's been set up. That's the way this fucking system has been set up. It is designed to make you miserable, to make you fail, to make people misunderstand you, to make people resent you, and then you resent them because they're not the way you want them to be, and you're not the way they want you to be. And it's designed, it's like every time you care about something, you end up having to lose it. I'll tell you a little story. I mean, I go to an agency, right? I already made a video about this, and it's like, okay, you think it's going to help you, and then it's like they give you two little things, and then they never hear. You go sleep outside the building 2 nights in a row, and then nothing. And so I have a couple days where I'm catching up on my sleep and doing some other things in my personal life, right? Because I got to have time to go on interviews and crap, and another one refused me. And even when you get work, it sucks, right? Most of the time. Every time you care about something, that's usually you having to lose it. But every time you don't give a fuck, it's like, yeah, you got to do this. It's like it just forces you to do things you don't want to like. And you do. And it's just, then you say something, it's like, oh, he's a gripey guy. No, I'm just sick of the way things are. But anyway, I have those 2 good days, not good days. I mean, 2 days where I'm just trying to catch up on my rest because I stayed up 2 fucking nights in a row sleeping outside the building thinking it wouldn't make a difference. I called the guy up this morning trying to figure out I got to piece together my mind. Sometimes I got to lay in bed for like 20, 30, 50 or an hour just to get my head together so I can bear to wake up and deal with all the shit that we all got to deal with every day. Economy, robots, taking things over, people with living with their parents, like I say over and over again, all these guys on here. And anyway, you can't be too dramatic either without people being like, oh, he's too dramatic, he's getting all, just everything just piles up on top of you. And then people wonder why the fuck you finally have a mental breakdown, right? Like with my Amazon, right? I was fine with what I was doing, but the stupid ass cross training for the holidays, I had one bad morning about for an hour, not even that long, and I was just about to come down anyway at the end of the week. And then sure enough, the fucking equipment driving me crazy. I overslept that morning and everything. And the 2 people behind me, it's like they kick you in this back room and everything, and they just fire your ass, even when you beg them not to. I mean, I worked in a fucking freezer for 4 years. I mean, some people don't even listen to people's content on here for the whole thing. They listen for about 5 minutes. It's like, oh, this guy bitches too much, or he doesn't bitch enough. It's always about trying to satisfy the people. But anyways, I was saying, I mean, it's not like every time anything happens to me, I have to bitch about it. I'm just, I got to deal with this crazy world that our parents forced us into like everybody else. I don't remember ever asking to be born. If I did, I was tricked into it. I want to live in a world where I got to fucking be a slave until I die. That's why I say, the title of this video, you're born to die. We are born to rot and slave away, and then we fucking croak and die, right? We just go back into the hole in the ground. Our bodies become the grass, the circle of life, whatever the fuck. The black circle, the black hole of life, whatever the fuck, guys. I barely even have time to wake up this morning, and I called the guy up asking him how the fuck these agencies work. It's like, I try to get it through out of him. You got to make sure you say it right in your head, because piss anybody off. You got to be nice about all this stuff, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And he's like, you know, do you have to, I mean, once you are assigned a work ticket, do you got to fucking keep a hold of it? And, you know, that kind of thing. You must, I mean, can you just stay, you know, that you're not able to do it? And are you like banned from the agency? You know how these agencies are. I've had to get on to me because of things like not being able to find somebody in time, or missing a turn, or trying to get to an interview, or thinking that something's going to work out and being too relaxed about it. And, you know, just all this stupid ass crap that goes with being forced to be a slave and having to work for a piece of paper in this world. I mean, you know, it could be so much better where we help each other in a better system where one person comes in each day of the week and everything, but everything always about, you know, it does things to your brain and your body and your soul, and you got to constantly be forced to do things that you don't want to do. And the things you do want to do are out of reach because, oh, there's too much competition or whatnot. It's just so fucking stupid. This is hell realm. But as I asked the guy on the phone, it's like, why? You know, can I still come in? I mean, do I have to finish a work ticket once you're assigned? I mean, what if something else comes up? You know, it's like, oh, just give us common courtesy. And I go on with him for about 5 minutes because he's got other people to deal with, and I got to get off the phone. So I feel like it's still worth wasting the gas driving down there in the morning. It's like, oh, as long as you're here between 5 and, 6:30 and 7. I thought you had to be there when it opened, because I've had people, I'd stay there all night and people are still getting in front of me and taking my stuff away. I couldn't even find my shoes for 5 minutes this morning, or 30 minutes this morning. I'll get to that. But anyway, like I say, it takes all that time to even get out of bed, because you know that you're going to have to deal with all this crap, because a little bit of personal times to get motivated, because it's always about sacrificing things. I finally get it out of him. It's like, okay, it's simple. I got people at the window, he says. Like, as long as you're showing up here at this time, you might, if you build it, they will come, kind of thing. Yeah, well, I was there for 2 days earlier this week and nothing happened. I didn't say that, of course, but, I'm thinking, fuck you, because I was there on Sunday and Monday. It's like, oh, you just got to come in Monday, early in the week, or, Monday morning or whatever. Come Sunday night, Monday morning, you get stuff. Motherfucker. I was there on Monday and Tuesday night, or should I say Sunday night and Monday night, because I was there on Monday morning, Tuesday morning. I fucking missed 2 nights of sleep that I'm only just now catching up on. And you're telling me I got to be there and I should be able to get something. Nothing, nobody gave me nothing. And it's like, well, first come, first serve. Well, you didn't give me nothing. You give me these stupid-ass sign-up sheets. Do I got to fucking, am I obligated for this crap? I mean, what if something else comes up? I need to have time to go to these stupid-ass interviews that, people keep refusing me from. Me and Tony the Tiger on his fucking live were talking about me going to an interview last week. These people call me up on the phone. I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Stuff that I don't even probably want to do, that I'm not even qualified for. Because I'm tired of being run around, right? So anyway, guys, I finally get it out of them. And it's like, oh, you need to just come in at a certain time. And well, I've been doing that. It's like, and just tell us if you have something else come up. Well, of course I'll do that. I just want to know if you're going to fucking ban me like some of these agencies do. Just for not being able to show up a certain time, or if I'm got something else come up. I mean, I understand I need to finish my damn shift, and then I can't, can I just leave the next day or something? I got to finish the rest of it. It's like, it's just, I'll get there as much as I can, because it goes week by week, and all these agencies are different. They handle things different. You got to figure out how the hell they do stuff. Because as far as I knew, you just had to sit there and wait for them to call you in and hopefully give you something. So, they're not going to help me like I thought they would. They just want to make me think that they're going to really help me, and they give me one big junk day. It just happens to be that Saturday when I've been going there for a week. And it's just all this stupid ass crap, people, like I'm talking, that it's just how this world is set up. And as if that's not enough, guys, the whole time that this is going on, I barely managed to start making some coffee, because I'm still waiting on my little father to go to the store and get me my stuff, because I don't have my money anymore, because I already spent it all. I finally get my hands on some money, and it goes. I mean, I'm living with my damn parents. If my parents go, I was thinking the last couple of days, he wakes up early, and I didn't have time to even finish the fucking coffee. And then it's like, okay, I got to go to the doctor now. Okay, well, that's why he woke up early, and that's why I have all this crap when I'm trying to get around you. I'm trying to finish the coffee. It overflows because I didn't have time to remember that I poured the water in. I got to try to somehow get along with my pappy standing there. And I got all this stress built up in my head, and he doesn't like it. I mean, I don't want to show it to him. I can't act like everything's okay all the time. I mean, I want to have what I need to have, and it's just not happening. This is why I got fired from Amazon, because I got tired of thinking about all the shit that happened to me throughout my life, and I'm trying to focus on what I need to do. But people got this thing, like you're just supposed to be a robot, puppet, marionette, sleep slave, no matter what, and never think or feel nothing. And that's why I say, fuck this stupid world, guys. Because people don't give a fuck about you. They only care about what you can do for them, and you being a mindless fucking drone, puppet, sheep slave every second of the day. They don't care about what you're going through and all the stuff that's been built up through your head and why you have mental breakdowns in the first place. You can't have a drink. I was walking around with a bottle of whiskey at 2 in the morning the other night, and the fucking police up my ass. I don't know if I told you that story. I didn't get arrested or anything, but if I had resisted, I would have gotten arrested. But, you know, I wasn't doing nothing to nobody. It was in the middle of the night. I was way over in the night time and having a good time. And it's like, you can't have a good time in this world without people up your ass. So anyway, he goes to the doctor, and I barely even managed to even get all this crap sorted out of my head. I got the ringer off my phone, so in case somebody calls, it won't mess the video up. And then my father is like going out right when I started, and he's like, you know, I'm sorry I could help you, Jeff. Do you pray to Jesus? And, you know, he always says stuff like that. You know how parents are. And it's like, because I go to that place across the street just to give me some atmosphere, because I don't really have anything better to do, and it's free and it's close, and I'd rather be there than sitting around here. I mean, I like you listen to rant videos, but after a while it does get depressing, especially when you're applying to shit every fucking day, the Glassdoor and Indeed, and then still nothing happens. You run around, waste all this gas, and the smoldering heat at the moment. At least I got swimming last week. Once I had a little bit of money, and it's gone now. Neighbors coming over, bothering my father or whatever. But anyway, he finally goes to the doctor, and he's like, okay, well, you know. And then it's like, well, I got to go and check on skin cancer because, you know, otherwise, you know, then you won't have to deal with me anymore. And it's like, and then I'm like, well, Dad, you're all I got. And they always, you know, it's like, well, someday you won't even have that. And he's always, you know, parents don't give a fuck about what you're going through. They don't have a clue how you really. And I just, you know, I just wave my hand at him. He just shuts the door and leaves, you know. Then I can finally finish my fucking video that I'm doing here. And he's at the doctor right now. So at least I got that started. I don't even have a chance to wake up. I'm not even, I don't even have, normally the man doesn't wake up until like another 2 hours. He didn't even get out of his room until like 3 o'clock yesterday. And I don't have time to wake up. I still am trying to even catch it on my sleep and piece all this crap in my head trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And now I got to deal with my father standing there when I haven't even had a sip of coffee yet. So anyway, just a little example of what little black hole had to go through today. And if you guys want to laugh at me and if you want to put stuff in the comments about how much of a baby you think I am, I don't really give a fuck. I'll try not to block you as long as you're not too rude about it. But I know a lot of you guys know where I'm coming from. And it's just, that's why I say that you're born to die. Because, you know, you got to be all calm and serene about everything that fucking happens. You know, fucking psychosis of this world fucks you over to pieces. And you do all these copes, like maybe having some beer and wine, or maybe some whiskey here and there. Or you smoke, or you take a walk, or you take a bath, or you go to the park, or you go to a movie, or you do anything that you can even fucking afford. But because you got to be a slave to pretty much everything in order to be able to survive. And we're all going to die anyway. So that's the thing, guys. This world doesn't give you a chance to be yourself. If it does, it's because you're lucky or the competition. And it's all just fucking damn, you know. There's no such thing as luck anyway. But it's just about, there's so many people. People keep procreating into this world of slavery. And eventually humans are going to die anyway because just the way they handle things and how they treat each other. It's always about money. It's always about having to sacrifice your time and probably do things that you don't like and make money for something that probably is not even going to pay you what you need. I mean, so many people living with their parents now, they don't even worry about fucking bills anymore. I mean, they just got their parents to help them take care of their cell phone, maybe their car insurance, so they can run around and all this crap. That's why it's easier to have a job that you actually can stand doing, that has a set schedule, that's full-time, actually hired to something instead of all this waiting by the phone crap and trying to figure out how the hell agencies work crap and applying the crap over and over again and then nothing happening. Because they're always looking at how your resume looks or whether or not you did this or that at your last work or whether or not you got experience. And you can still have all the experience in the world and they'll still fuck you over. Because it's like, oh, we got too much experience. It's bullshit, guys. You could be a wonderful person, and this world will still fuck you over. It's always about just submitting yourself and turning yourself off and not being allowed to be who you are and doing what everybody else wants you to do, just so you can put food on your plate, feed yourself, and wake up and do it again. But anyway, I ain't going to be going back to that place and spending the whole fucking night and wasting my sleep, because I can't sleep on fucking concrete floor outside of a building where people might even rob me anyway. All you got to do is just fucking be there at like 5 when they open, and then sit there for 2 hours and hope that somebody has something available. Because even when you get there in the early part of the week, like the guy said, I still don't get nothing. I was there all night, 2 nights in a row, so I just want to wring the guy's neck, trying to say, why in the hell you got to be here. I'm not going to come down to this fucking place and waste gas and sit, every fucking day of the week. People get tired of that. But the thing is, I don't have, you don't have to sit all night like that. Because it's early in the week. You just got to be there at like 5 o'clock, and hopefully the thing will open at, somebody will give you something by 7 o'clock. You sit there for 2 hours. Because, you got to go places for like 5 or 6, 7 times. Or 2 or 3, not that many, like 2 or 3 times. I'm just talking out of my head because I still haven't gotten my fucking sleep yet. But anyway, you try to make things work and have some personal time, and you got to worry about having to deal with all this other stuff at the same time. And you got to deal with your parents walking in on you when you're not used to them waking up early, and you haven't had a chance to get yourself focused on what you need to fucking do. Because you got all this crap built up in your head, and you're trying to figure out how to handle things. Because everything always has to hit you at the same time like that. And then people call you a crybaby for saying something about it. But like I say, you go to a place at 5 and then wait a couple hours. I can handle doing that, but I'm still not going to do it every fucking day of the week. No, I'm not going to wake up at 4 in the morning and go down and sit somewhere and not even know if I'm going to get work every fucking day of the week. Especially when I know that you'll probably just give it out to people, whenever it's available. I'm just looking to have an extra little bit of extra cash while I'm waiting for one of these people to actually give me something. And I already had what I really wanted with my Amazon, but I had one bad day, and the equipment pissed me off. I'm used to the freezer work. The pandemic fucked up everything with overtime. I have all that money, and it just goes to show you that, you could literally do everything right, or everything that you believe to be right. And this world will still give you the hardest fucking time it possibly can. And not give a fuck if you like it or not. Because it just doesn't give you the time or the chance to fucking piece your thoughts together. Or it gives you so much boring, mundane crap to where you can barely even have the will to do anything but complain. Like sit around and listen to YouTube videos, for example. And then something finally happens and you get all excited about it, and then it just becomes another disappointment, and then everything hits you at once, and then it's like, then it just, you don't even have time to comprehend what's happening, or you got to somehow still put on a happy face no matter what you're going through, which is very difficult to do. That's why people get fired from jobs. That's why people fucking lose their self and do things that I probably shouldn't mention on here, because I'll get my fucking channel taken off of here. But, people go crazy and they do all this crap. They lose sleep. They fucking lose their mind, and they can't focus on what they need to do. They do everything they can to make things work, and then everything still goes south really fast. But that's the thing, guys. We are born to die. This world is slowly crippling us. It is deteriorating our bodies. It is eventually... the body will become the grass or the ground, and the fucking insects and the maggots and fucking will devour it, and it will become skeleton and just erode away. Because that's just what happens. We are not born to live. We're born to die. Everything's dying. Like it says in that movie. It's like, we're all dying. But we need to, improve the quality of life, not just delay death, right? And I agree with that. But how do we do that if everything's based off of other people's approval, being forced to do things that we don't want to do, just so we can have numbers and a piece of paper to determine how much respect we deserve to have? You catch my drift? So if we were born to live, then we could create a world like that where we were born to live, because life is already hard enough. We got to deal with all these fucking nature things, like animals eating each other and crap. Life's hard enough, right? But humans just make it even harder because humans are animals, they just eat each other in a more civilized way. But yeah. No, I haven't made a video in a while. I'll try to make a nice lengthy one for you this time. Make another one whenever. Like I always tell you guys, it's just fucking bullshit existence that we've just been spawned into. Against our will, apparently, because I don't remember ever asking to be one. Raise your hand. Shouldn't see anybody's hand go up. But it's just constantly trying to keep a level head in a world that's just forcing you to do things that you don't want to do and trying to make sense of it all and, you know, wanting to be at peace and be happy, but just, you know, how do you do that when you got so much work? You don't have time to be happy. You got to spend it all on bills just so you can wake up and do it again. It's meaningless. And then you got all these parents and all these idols or fucking authorities, so-called authorities, saying like, oh, you're supposed to find something that you want to do and be happy with it. It doesn't work like that. A lot of people don't want to have anything to do with this world, but they're just forced here. They are against giving you the same treatment they would give a sick animal. As far as euthanasia goes, it's against the so-called law, and we make the law, we make the money. So it just shows how evil people are. The word live spelled backwards is evil. They're preventing life. We're not born to live. We're born to die because people don't want us to live. And the funny part is, well, not funny, is that these parents just bring us here and it's like, yeah, now we got to deal with this stuff. And these people are making all these stimulus, these so-called elites or whatever, if you want to call them, with the millions and billions that could easily help and they do nothing. And they want us to help, and what can we do? And they just, you know, they create all this stimulus to keep having people make babies and stuff. And it's evil. It's a fucking bullshit existence. That's why you shouldn't have kids, because they're just going to become more slaves to the system. There's too many people here. There's like 8 billion people on the planet. There could be millions of Earth-like planets out there with, you know, that we would call aliens. But I doubt they'd have a civilization more fucked up than this, because with all our intelligence, this is the best we can do. This is the best God that can do. What if God is just a man-made creation? Just to create, you know, stimulus, control, keep people procreating and make them rich while everybody else slaves their lives away with all this nonsense. We're born to die, guys. Now, this Garden of Eden stuff, we're just finding our way back from original sin. Guys, I mean, we bring everything on ourselves. I mean, I'm tired of this BS about, oh, you're just a bad person and you need to find your way back. Buddy, we could change at any given fucking moment what we don't, because we're ignorant. Not all of us. I'm sure a lot of you guys listening to me aren't ignorant. Any of you guys that have listened to my content. But yeah, I wanted to give you a nice long one today. Nice little hole to crawl through if you get my drift. The fucking that we're not born to live, we are born to die. And when I was waking up this morning, it's like, yeah, that's what I need to talk about. Because sometimes you just got to get it all out. But anyway, guys, it's just fucked up. It's ridiculous that we got to live in a world like this. It'd be nice if we live in a world where people just help each other out. But we live in a world that's, you know, do what I say the highway, make me rich, do what I say, or you're not worthy of survival. It's the exact opposite of the way it should be. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anyway, I could go on for another 20, 30 minutes, but I'm not going to. My father's going to be here in a minute, and I don't want to pause the video again. So anyway, hang in there, guys. I know this fucking sucks. I know you're doing everything you can to cope in this fuck-ass world. If you're not, then you must be another brainless slop. I'm not going to mention any names that just sits around and eats potato chips and watches tube all day. Or should I say YouTube? And I'm not saying anything against those guys, because they probably are like-minded and they know what's going on. They want to listen to people rant like us. But some people are just not saying anything against them. I don't want to go too far. Don't want to have the hunter blow my head off because I stuck my head out of the fucking hole too much, or I got too close and got sucked away. You know, my channel has a double meaning. A hole in the ground, hole in space. You know, where's it going to take you? It works. I was originally going to call myself the Black Circle on Thought Provoker StreamYard, but I changed it. I thought Black Hole would be better. I could call myself Black Shadow. Who knows? But we're always crawling to somewhere, and it's hard to find where the hell we're going. And the fact that we are going to die, and then what then? I mean, if everything is consciousness, hopefully we go to a better place than this, because this fucking bullshit existence hell. This is the pits. We're born to die. This world is killing us. It's eating us alive. Fuck. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this fucking video. I appreciate everybody for for listening. So like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys again when the time is right. This is Black Hole Handle, Black Hole. What's up? 1, 2, 3. Peace. Bye-bye for now. Over and out. Fuck the system. Hang in there. I love you guys. And do not do something drastic if you can. All right. I'm going to try to cope now. Got to get it out of your system. Bye-bye. Coffee. Coffee. I need my coffee before my coffin. How was that, Whitehole? Oh, splendid black. Yeah, I know. Peace, guys. Wait a minute. Before I do this, I gotta... Black, you silly one. I know. I'm hilarious. I really am.